What's up guys, it's Eric here. Today we are VOD reviewing Liluo, who is currently rank 4 China. If you don't know Liluo, he also won set 6 Worlds, so this guy is a beast. He was even at last year's Worlds, though he didn't do that great. He went like 24th overall, but still, obviously an insane player to be able to win Worlds and be at a top level in China. One of the main reasons I want to VOD review Liluo today is because if you look over the right side of the screen, he is playing Bard as his legend, which is pretty interesting. You know, there was the surge of Bard when Bard was like super OP when they gave him his new silver augment, and then when they basically nerfed that into the ground, no one played Bard anymore. Everyone was like, why should I play Bard? His silver augment sucks, and it does suck. It does absolutely suck. However, his prismatic is quite strong. You see, Lulu is going to level here. He's going to get another component anvil. Now he can figure out all of his items. I assume we're going to go, yeah, for some kind of like straight up AD angle this game. He's got sword. He's going to make BT there on Jhin. Interesting. And then what? Finish a Sunfire? Okay. So, I mean, looking to me like he's going to angle towards Aphelios this game with the BT for, you know, like an Urgot. But we'll see what he ends up playing this game. Theoretically, these items are like kind of... I mean, they're really not that flexible. You could put the Guinsoo onto Azir, but then like the BTS go on Nasus, which I don't love. But you know, there's been more BT Nasus. Anyway, to get back onto my original point, yeah, there's just very little Bard in North America, at least as from a Legends perspective. I think just because people sort of gave up on him after they nerfed his silver. But his prismatic is really solid. His gold is not bad. His 3-2 augments, if I remember correctly. Honestly, I haven't played Bard in a second, so now I'm like actually trying to remember what his 3-2 augments are. I guess we're gonna see what they are. Played Bard for a while. I know for a fact that his 4-2 augment stinks. Also, he just, wow, he sent it here to 5. What a beast. He just, yeah, double leveled here for this, just the Cho'Gath to play for Streak here. Interesting. I know for a fact his 4-2 augment sucks because those are the seeing double augments where you get two component, or you get an item built out of 2 of the same component, which I really hate just the idea of playing like an Azir comp and then getting dropped a Deathblade or something. Joe Bookmark was trying to convince me that it's not that bad, where, you know, like if you're playing Aphelios, it's not even the worst, right? You know, you can get like RFC, which is playable, Deathblade is obviously good, Warmogs, Bramble, Declaw, those are all good, and like Blue Buff and JG, or Blue Buff and Deathcap are like the worst ones, but you can at least make those into like Lysandra items. He takes another Rod here. I assume maybe going for like the double Guinsoo, but then he does not hit. Take like a frontline item here. Ooh, even just... Oh, he's just going to slam the JG straight up. Wow. I mean, I guess this is the best slam in this spot, but I mean, then this means that he has to play like Azir from this spot. Interesting. I mean, he's just playing really, really strong early game, slamming just kind of whatever items, and I mean, they make a bit of sense in the context of Azir Lux, and like, he's going to win this fight. If you don't slam these items, you never win this fight. Wow. Really, really aggro play out of Lilo with the early double level and then just slamming the JG straight up. But I kind of like it a lot. The only downside is you have to BT your Nasus later if you're going to play like Azir Lux. And I don't love that. I just feel like it's not a great item on Nasus. But I mean, honestly, I haven't dove into the data. I could look at the data right now while this fight goes on because it's not that important. Like, how bad is BT Nasus? Like, I know it's not BIS, but is it like not terrible? Average placement, or adjusted placement. Boom, boom. Wait, it actually is really good in the data. Like surprisingly good. Like if you look at this real quick, it literally says it's his 5th best item. Have I been sleeping on BT Nasus? I really thought it's not that good because Nasus just doesn't do that much damage, but maybe just the max HP shield and a little bit of healing. He is sort of like a tank almost carry. Maybe I've just been sleeping on BT Nasus and it's actually like good. And maybe we were always... I wonder actually if he wasn't ever thinking of playing Aphelios this game and he was always thinking of Nasus thing. One component here, I would think it would just be Bramble to finish out a solid frontline item. There's Gunblade as well. The problem is you have no one to hold on to the Gunblade. So yeah, I mean we're getting really, really good value out of our caretaker's whatever. I don't even remember what it's called. The Bard Augment. And the big thing is that once we push level 7, we're gonna get that prismatic, or oh, I said prismatic, but radiant item, which, you know, we can get a radiant for Azir, Lux, Nasus, any of those are really, really solid. Oh, okay, so it's just the 4. Ooh, bulk. I like bulk a lot here, especially with all the extra Bard items. Seems insane. It's just the Ornn one where you get an extra item. He's gonna take healing orbs. Oh my god, naturally Lux is really nice, and he just slammed the Shojin there now. Healing Orbs is very solid as well. I feel like I prefer bulk in this position, I think, just because you're getting so many extra items. So yeah, I'm surprised about the Healing Orbs as choice. I do know, I feel like Healing Orbs is kind of a broken augment. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of like bulk better just for the max HP for like Shrima units. But yeah, I mean, I guess especially if you're playing more like a pseudo carry Nasus, like tank items plus BT, like he's gonna be a little bit more self-sufficient. Maybe the Healing Orbs makes more sense in that case. Like the BT is gonna give him some extra damage, and like then he's gonna be able to actually get the kills to proc Healing Orb. The downside is like you're going double healing on him, so he might end up like over healing. But yeah, I could certainly see it. Maybe it's just that Healing Orbs is too broken compared to bulk. I could certainly see that because in the games I've played Healing Orbs, it has felt very, very, very good. Um, oh, also, like FYI, because this video is coming out at a good time, there is gonna be a B patch tomorrow. It's on Mortdog's Twitter. I can, if someone reminds me, I can leave a link in the description, or you can just go on Twitter and search on Mortdog and you can find it. But it is going to come out tomorrow afternoon North American time. So for everyone looking for a little bit of a change this patch, they are nerfing Transfusion a bit, nerfing I don't remember what else they're nerfing now. They're nerfing Shen a bit, buffing like 4 and 6 Gunner a little bit, nerfing some of the more broken augments. So it looks like a good patch to me. I know I was reminded because I saw Callista and they didn't hit Callista at all, and a lot of people think Callista is really, really strong in the early game, and just, I mean, actually the whole game. And so they're not touching Callista at all, which maybe is a little scary, but you know, we'll see as the patch comes out. Maybe the meta self corrects. But yeah, that should be interesting for tomorrow because the meta will probably shift a little bit. It's not a huge patch, which I'm happy with because, you know, mid set, which I'm going to be playing in this weekend, is going to be playing on this patch. So I don't want like things to super shift after I do all this VOD review on this patch and like try to learn this patch. But yeah, I mean, wow, what an early game, by the way. 100 streaking here, goes to 7 here. You get his Radiant item. What do we want here? Another Gwinsu? I guess that's like the only thing. Actually, the problem is you have no one to hold this. You have to put it on Ash for now, which is really awkward. We're going to have to roll a good bit on 7 to find one Azir. If we can find one Azir, then the board looks really good. Yeah, so we're going to go Gwinsu and then Radiant Gwinsu. A little sad we end up losing this fight, actually, but I really like the level there because not only is it leveling, not only do you still make 40 gold, by the way, but you also get the Radiant item, which is a huge spike, and like that could have easily swung that fight. All right, he actually naturals the Azir, which is really nice. Has another Garen, and you probably still have to roll a good bit here. Maybe not a good bit, but a bit. You'd want to find like Garen plus Nasus. You need to find like a Talia still, and like ideally a Jarvan, but you don't necessarily need him. You'd like him though, but yeah, I think you roll a good bit. There's Jarvan, and then I'd really like to find like one Nasus, and then I'd be pretty happy. Even like a Renekton 2, but like how are you finding a Renekton 2 on this level? There's the Nasus. I would be done here, I think. I'm curious to see if he keeps rolling down deeper. Looks like he's done. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, isn't that pretty sick? I called it exactly when he stopped rolling. I mean, it's like a little bit obvious, but I even like outlined when I thought he would like what. I mean, obviously you know that he's looking for like Nasus, but like okay, never mind. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. But like I feel like that was actually like a pretty good call out when exactly he would stop rolling. Oh, Martyr's not bad in this comp. I'd probably go for Martyr unless we get something good. There's no way he's taking that, is he? Wow. I mean, interesting. I mean, they just buffed it this patch, right? Where it's only 20 rolls now instead of before it was what, like 25? And so now he's gonna roll like relatively deep on 7 because of this. Get the Talia in. And then this allows him to actually get Teemo in on 7. And then, I mean, but then over Martyr, what an interesting choice. I do like feel that maybe these augments are, oh my god, he also just got Cassandra so hard there. I do feel that maybe these augments are like a little bit underrated. Like I feel like I oftentimes roll past them when I think like actually they're not that bad, but I'm quite surprised he would take it in this position when it's not like he's super, super rich. But yeah, I mean, I guess the idea is, oh, and I didn't see how many stacks he was there. I mean, he's got to be, what, like 12 rolls in or something like this? Maybe more? Oh, okay, let me go back to see what that was actually, because it's pretty relevant to his gameplay here. 13. Oh, am I just the god of TFT? I estimated the rolls almost perfectly. He did his year 2 now, so he's absolutely chilling. But I guess my question from this position is, what do you put in at 8? Because like you're essentially getting a Fawn. I mean, you are getting a Fawn. But like this comp, you want to get Teemo in at 8, but then like at 9, you're really getting in just like 5 costs. You can theoretically play 5 Shrima, but then you have to play some bad Shrima units. I'm really curious what he does here. Also, I'm curious about his item slam in this situation. We have Belt plus Cloak open. So I guess we're just going to look for a Jarvan item here, like a Warmogs or a Gargoyle or something, I would have to imagine. I mean, there's also the Nasus pair. Nasus pair with Guardbreaker. Looks really good too. I think we just take that, right? And does Guardbreaker go on Lux here or on Azir? I would be tempted to just put on Lux and give the Radiant item to Jarvan. Okay, so a few more rolls to go. Yeah, I mean, he's still... oh my god, he hits the Nasus there. Okay, huge. Yeah, I'd be really tempted to just Guardbreaker this Lux and then give Radiant item to Jarvan. I'm interested in see what he does here. Because the problem with Guardbreaking Azir is that, one, he's not going to benefit from the crit chance, and two, he doesn't have like a static shift to like spread the Guardbreaker. I guess he could slam nothing here, and then potentially get like a JG off minions, which it looks like is what he's going for. I would have really liked the Guardbreaker slam here. I mean, looks like we're going to win this fight anyway. We're going to see... Oh, actually, Nasus can't do that. Wow, wait. Nasus still 4,800 damage. Okay, I've been sleeping on this Nasus unit, I think. He gets his last roll in there, gets the level for Teemo. So yeah, he gets to hit the whole board on 7. And the other... Okay, so I think the nice thing about this Augment in this comp, which I've never taken it before, so I'm spitballing here. You want to roll out on 7, right? In a normal game, he would be level 7 here, 0 gold, and it'd be very hard for him to actually go 8 from this spot. He'd go 8 like late stage 5 to get this Teemo in. Instead, he gets to actually spike his board on 7 with, you know, all of his units. I'm still not completely... I'm not completely convinced that it's worth it. Like, I would personally just play this board without the Teemo, and then, you know, just have Martyr in. And I feel like Martyr's a very solid, buys a lot of time for this Azir to scale. I know it's not like you'd really like it's on something like a, you know, comp where you're playing around Urgot, a comp where you're playing around like frontline carries. But I mean, I don't know. I still like it a decent bit. All right, what items would you guys make in this position? Because this is actually very consequential. He's hovering over the rod here. I don't know that I'd even make a rod item yet though. You don't really want to make blue buff. So the weird question is, what do you do with these tiers? Redemption. I almost like Redemption, Protector's Vow, but I guess you don't need all of that healing or that mana at this point. Maybe there's some idea. It's like Chalice of Power actually for Jarvan sounds really good to get the insta cast. Chalice of Power JG Redemption. Wait, was that right? Yeah, Chalice of Power JG Redemption. And then you just put Chalice here. You put Chalice and Redemption there. The JG's on Azir is really solid. I think I certainly like JG here. Chalice of Power Redemption. Maybe you could... I don't want to reforge this, because what if we had like... I mean, actually, honestly, I think you can reforge the tier. And most belt... Or, I mean, no, Sunfire is certainly worse. Guardbreaker is certainly... Okay, yeah. I'm curious to see what he makes here, though, for sure. Okay, so yeah, that's my call. Wonder what you guys think. Put it in the comments down below. Okay, so he does reforge a tier here, but now he's stuck with Sword. And this changes things a lot. He goes something like Gunblade now. I don't love that reforge. I really wanted this to be my third Jarvan item. Because you can go like Shojin, but like what? You're Shojining Azir? No, that stinks. You can go Gunblade. But then the problem is, what do these become? If you make Gunblade here, which is a solid Azir item, then you're stuck with like Hodge, Zephyr, Guardbreaker. Oh. Is it not Q-Cone, Gunblade, Guardbreaker? And you just Gunblade here, Guardbreaker here? I guess from this spot, that's what I like. I kind of like the other setup we had better, though. Really curious to see what he makes here. He's going to Ionic, Spark. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have Shred. Oh. But then you're left with the Shojin component. I'm actually, like, not convinced that there's a good way to make Shred in this spot, so I probably just wouldn't have made it, but maybe it's too necessary. I don't know. That's a very cool little puzzle, because now you're stuck with this Shojin. What are you going to do? Double Shojin Lux? Just leave the Radiant item on Jarvan? Maybe. But yeah, I kind of... I don't know if I love my route more, because, like, yeah, you don't get the Ionic. And MR Shred is really, really nice. But, like, you could have theoretically just greeted for Ionic off, like, Carousel or something. But there's a good chance you end up missing. I don't know. MR Shred's so valuable. Yeah, maybe this is best. I can certainly see it. That's a tough one, though. So yeah, he ends up getting to make Ionic there. That's what the rod was for, is for Ionic. And then you just never make GG. You have this Guardbreaker stuck on his ear with no crit. Huh. I don't know. Shred is really good. You could maybe find a Heimerdinger on 8, but that's not guaranteed at all. I don't know. It's a really interesting... Okay, but we have sort of stabilized the board. Still no Lux too, actually. But just getting all these items onto our carries, like, wow, the board is so much stronger. This is something crucial about playing Azir Lux, is that it's a very item-hungry comp. So I feel like Bard would actually be really, really good into this comp, because you get all of these extra items, so you can actually itemize Azir plus Lux plus, you know, like everything. We do kind of have everyone itemized at this point, right? So we're just looking for like a supportive item here. We already have Sunfire. I mean, you could take the Heimer for Heimer's sake. Yeah, like that seems pretty reasonable. Because yeah, I mean, you're leaving the Radiant I'm there, and I guess you're just Heimering, or you're just Morellosing who? Still Heimer? Just leaving it on him. And then, oh, is it ever Reparo? Yeah, I like this a lot actually, because you already have the Shred. Now the question is, does he go like a triple Reparo? Or does he go a little bit of Shrinko? I think because you have the Starvin, you don't really need Shrink that much. He's gonna go for the Shrink still. I probably would have tried to go for the triple Reparo here, but maybe he just wants to spike his board as hard as possible right now and doesn't want to like wait to try to find that. But yeah, I mean honestly, the repair turret, it tanked some amount of damage there. What a cool game! So we get to see the Reparo turret in action. We get to see Urf or our Bard Legend in action. Is he gonna go double Reparo? Oh, it's so much extra stats. It's actually a lot. Well, it goes from 20 to 50. And then from 50 to 100 at triple repair. I don't know. I feel like triple repair is like, I mean, looking at those numbers actually sounds not bad. And like, I don't really get what the shrink does here. Like, obviously it exists after your Jarvan dies. Like, that's the main idea. But like, for this entire fight, I mean, I guess it's kind of nice. You put the shrink in front of the Azir, and then it guarantees that you have shrink after the Jarvan jumps. Actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Maybe I could see it. Like, in this fight, maybe Shrink was the difference. It probably was, honestly. Okay. Luluo is just a genius. My bad. I will bow down. I will never second guess the Luluo decision. But yeah, I mean, at this point, he's hit a very strong board. He probably just rolls to find Lux 2 here. You can't really go 9 in this position until you have Lux 2. Picks up the Ahri randomly, which, I don't know. Oh, well, there's Lux. Well, now you just go 9. And then you take Beaks, I guess? You could go like TG Garen, but I don't think that does anything. Pretty sure Zeke's does the most here. But the only problem is you can't Zeke's a turret. He's going to teach you like Talia. He is going to teach you the Garen. I don't think that does. I mean, he actually rolled decent items, but I don't think it really does anything. I don't think Garen does any damage with this setup. I mean, it is buffed Garen, I guess, but like how much damage did Garen do this fight? Was it 1500? I guess it's not nothing. The other option, like, I don't know. I kind of like Zeke'ing the Heimer, and then you also Zeke's onto the Lux. I feel like that's stronger. But I mean, in this spot, he actually rolled the Chalice, which is not bad. Maybe. I just don't value this unit, this Garen unit at all in this comp. I think he's just a trait bot. But maybe, I don't know. I mean, you've seen Garen do very, very well in like vertical Demacia type boards. So maybe I'm underestimating him on this board specifically. Okay, I actually really like this turret setup. The Shrink double Reparo in this position here where you don't need the healing reduction because you already have Sunfire and Nasus and you have Morellos on where'd the Morellos end up going, by the way? It went on Heimer, okay. Yeah, I like this so much. What a cool game. And I don't actually know what the final placement is. Ooh, that Aphelios board looked... Wait, what is that Aphelios board actually? Because he's duo carrying Aphelios Ahri. I've tried this before and he's built different, okay? I was like, I've tried this board before and it's pretty hard to fit in all the synergies. But he's just using Ahri as his AP item user and built diff, which makes a lot of sense. Also, like today I learned that BT Nasus is like way better than it was. Even at that fight, he dealt 3k. That's not insignificant whatsoever. Heimer pair with Jugspat. I mean, Jugspat doesn't really do much. You go for like a blue buff to make Heimer cast faster. I'm gonna go Bastion Spat here. Bastion Spat. What? You have a Bastion unit in? You just... Okay, I don't understand that. I must say I don't. I mean, oh, he was denying it. Oh, duh. There's the Aphelios players. Yeah. This guy's surely a Bastion player, and he just knows he needs to deny this, or else his game is going to be a lot harder. Also, this person might die with 50 gold. Oh, that's a Bastion spat grief diff. If he didn't take that there, maybe they just win the game. I don't know what their spot is. They had Bastion +1. They could hit 8 Bastion. Okay, very, very well played. And he's 50 gold here. He might not even need to go 9 this game. Kind of looks like this is going to be a lot. Oh, they did hit RE2, though. That's a big spike different. Okay. We'll see then. We will see who ends up winning this fight. Because, I mean, RE is nerfed, but it is a built diff RE2 with, like, insane in-slot items. His front line kind of melts to this Aphelios. Azir gets on the back line for a second. He drops down to 8, but we are going to get to go 9 this game. I mean, if you had, like, Scion too, then wow, this spot's kind of good. You know, you could get a Yordle in here. You could add a Kled or something. Give your entire team attack speed. Like, if you had no other options, it's not that bad, but he already has a Scion, so, like, surely it's that. You probably, yeah, I love this. I love this. Level roll first. Because what you want here actually changes depending on what you hit here. Yeah, like for example, he like hits Atrox there. Like if I don't know, he had some crazy Aatrox item he could get in, though I mean he already has Juggernaut, so you're probably never playing Aatrox. Oh really? You Q-Cone there? I would have Q-Cone the Scion almost for sure. Just to get the insta-cast. I don't value Q-Cone on backline very much at all. But yeah, he wants to the AP onto his ear. And is it the... Oh my god, what a close fight. Just barely. That's a Q-Cone Scion diff, surely. Alright, what an insane game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch, and where are the links down below. Thank you, thank you.